Bobby Bones Show.
Bobby Bones.
Eddie says we need to worry about Morgan.
Yeah.
Why?
I looked over at her computer screen and she was watching Hitler videos.
What?
What?
Yeah, yesterday. You saw him, and then and it's not like she was like it's not like she was scrolling. She was like, I mean, eyes were on it, and it had subtitles. And
Guys, there's so much stuff that comes up in the Twitter feed. I don't have control over that. I'm not like seeking out Hitler videos.
That was crazy. It caught my eye, dude.
No.
What did you think was happening?
I don't know. Like, why is she so interested in that video? First, I was like, okay, she's looking at social media. That's what she does. And then I saw the video is black and white. Hitler's like speaking.
She just kept watching.
He's got his arms up and everything, subtitles up, and she's like reading every word. And I'm like, she must know enough about Hitler. If I see anything about Hitler pop up, I'm like, all right, I already know about that dude. Next. But she was like learning.
Is there an interest?
No, there's not an interest. I think somebody posted it. It was like some viral video comparing things that have happened to it. And I was like, what is happening? I'm telling you guys, the Twitter feed is a dumpster fire. Like, I do not know.
What was Hitler saying, though?
I don't know. I wasn't actually actively watching it. I think I was just probably dozing off in what was ever on my computer. But
We'll keep one eye open over there.
I'm telling you guys, I wasn't. Like,
that's weird.
You guys should see the feed that for some reason pops
She's
through,
watching
like the
Stalin
Bobby
videos today.
No, like the Bobby Bone Show one. It's truly a dumpster fire. It's
Kim
not
Jong Il.
curated.
She's got Kim Jong Il up.
She's writing notes.
Yeah, so
That's a good point.
That's a fair strategy. Okay, so you really weren't watching anything Hitler.
No, this isn't also
don't
even in my
remember watching?
personal. No, I'm telling you, like there's so many random videos that come.
She
through
watches
this
so many
feed.
Hitler videos. She didn't know which one it was.
No, like right now, there's some. I don't know. There's some
No, you don't
huge
need to
cop
talk
thing. There's some huge pool divers. Like I'm telling you, this feed is not curated whatsoever. It's a straight up dumpster fire.
That's your For You page?
No, this is the Bobby Bone Show one.
Okay.
Do you know
This
how
is
many
not
times
mine.
she has said dumpster fire?
It really
Yeah.
is. That's the best way I can describe it.
Okay, let's go around the room. Amy, what do you have?
So I just saw this article about Sarah Ferguson. You know,
Yeah.
she's Duchess of York.
Saw it.
And she described Jeffrey Epstein as a generous and supreme friend. And multiple organizations and charities have dropped her.
Yeah, I wouldn't be describing him as that. Even if you only knew that version, let's say you didn't know any of the horrendous things that he was involved in, and he only gave you that part. Because I don't think with every single person he was the pedophile. He was playing a part in a role.
Yeah.
And he's probably intelligence for another organization. And he probably was that to her, but I think you don't say that anymore. It's like, yeah, my neighbor Hitler, great guy. No, but you just realized everything else if you didn't know. So you don't say that. I saw that too, and I was like, oh, man. You probably just keep your mouth shut. And and go like this. You know, to me, he was always nice, but yeah, it makes sense. I knew there was something up. Behind his eyes, I could tell there was a deep, dark person there.
Yeah. So it's not obviously something she was saying recently. It was an email that was dug up that she had sent to him apologizing for publicly rejecting him. And that's when she said to him, "You've always been a steadfast, generous, and supreme friend to me and my family."
I'm out.
Like, ouch.
Yeah. Nope.
So is it like whenever you send an email to someone and they get like email about, and it could be about business or work or whatever, but if they get in trouble, like, are you roped in to like, oh, you
Yeah, we see that happen all the
time.
time. And
Depends on the communication.
Because if it's like, hey, my computer's not working, man, you help
You're
me
not
out.
in trouble for
Okay.
that. If you had emailed Jeffrey Epstein for IT support,
right,
you'd be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like as long as it's innocent.
Yeah.
But like if you have anything, like even stuff that's not related, like think back to the Karen Reed, like some people, was that case or something else? But you know, it happens to people where it's like they have this other thing going on that has nothing to do with this, and this other person they were texting with, and then that gets brought into the whole thing. And like an affair, something that had nothing to do with it, but now all of their dirty laundry is on Front Street because they're going through every single text message.
Yeah, I also think that there's a lot of distraction happening right now to just distract us from the Epstein files. Like you're seeing so many political things that are happening, and it's all distraction from the Epstein files. There are a bunch of kids who got raped, and the fact that those files still aren't out, everybody should be pissed about that. Every single person should be pissed that there are any documents at all leading to the absolute arrest of anybody who raped a kid. Anybody. And the fact that some are just like, I don't really care anymore. Nope. I will never not care. And you're seeing a lot of distractions happen right now because they don't want the files to be top of mind. And yeah. It pisses me off. That part does.
Dang.
So yeah, you got to. And they're like these young women. No, kids. Like if you're 15 or 16, you're a kid.
Yes.
You're also not a prostitute. You're a kid who got raped
Mhm.
because you don't have the capacity to choose your actions. You're not an adult. You don't have a developed brain. You're not even legally an adult. Yeah. So when people just move on from that, and I was watching some of the hearings when they were like, yeah, so have you seen the files? There's a magician, there's a billionaire, there's a rock star. All of these people in that, they won't say who it is, and they're like, you haven't said it. I don't really know. I don't really know what's in the files. And they're saying everything but the actual names. People should be way more mad at this. And I think for a second they were, but now it's just distraction after distraction. Because if something else is the center of the news, people will just gravitate to that.
So is it that other things are happening and then they just make sure that that's the priority coverage, or
I
the
think-
other things are happening on purpose?
I think it's both, but I think a lot of the things that happen politically are a distraction so people don't run to the Epstein files. There are stories now that's like if an alien, there's like an alien invasion, or yesterday was supposed to be the Rapture or whatever, and people are like, and the comments are like, that's cool, where's the Epstein files? Like anything that happens is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear. That's why I kept seeing people pack their Rapture baskets.
Yeah, yesterday was the Rapture.
Oh.
So either we didn't get picked or it didn't happen.
What is this?
Yeah,
The
what's
Rapture?
the Rapture, when Jesus comes.
Yeah, yesterday was that.
But
Supposed to
I
be
didn't.
That.
So I took like a break. I wasn't on social media for probably about 5 days until yesterday. So I feel like I miss a lot. Like I was just kind of, I needed a break. Just a break.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, that's why I saw people packing I was like, why is everybody packing these Rapture baskets? They were kind of funny.
Yeah, and it ended up being a joke. But there was, I believe he was a South African pastor who had predicted that the rapture was going to be yesterday. There were some reasons that he predicted it based on, what the Bible says. It didn't happen.
Oh, got it.
But people were serious. There were some that were serious about it. Like they believed it with all their heart, and they were like selling stuff.
Oh,
Huh.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The interesting thing about that is, since the dawn of man, the world is going to end in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you feel like it's always like coming to that point.
Yeah. Like every lifetime, everyone goes, it's probably going to happen during our lifetime. So, and it's happened for thousands and thousands of years. So, but the rapture did not happen yesterday, unless it did. And guys, we're still here. So that sucks for us. But yeah, that's what it was.
Gotcha.
Is that. Next up, Lunchbox.
Sister Jean, you guys remember her?
Yeah.
She was from March Madness, Loyola Chicago. She was the chaplain of the men's basketball team. Well, at 106 years old, she has retired from the university.
Oh,
She didn't die.
I thought you were going to say she died.
Nope, she decided she's going to take a break, going to relax a little bit,
Okay.
and enjoy retirement.
Good for her.
She deserves that. What you hope is people have a purpose. A lot of times professionally, it's a big part of their life. And when they stop and they don't have that purpose, a lot of times that's their body's cue to go ahead and relax.
Mm,
And sometimes the ultimate relaxation. Or maybe she thought the rapture was yesterday.
maybe.
Mhm.
She's 106.
She's
Yes.
106.
God, people are just getting so much older.
Rocking it, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good luck to her.
She'll still go to the game, right? She'll go to the she's got
I
to go
don't
to the
know.
games.
I think she'd probably go to the game unless she's sick. Yeah. I did watch the James Vanderbeek video last night on my TikTok. We talked about it yesterday.
Mhm.
And I watched the video because I'm surprised that people had their phones out for that Broadway. Because it was in a theater. It was on Broadway, and it was the Dawson's Creek reunion, and they were doing a reading of it, and it was pretty much everybody. And I saw Vanderbeek's wife and all the kids came out, and he was on video. He never showed up.
Mm-mm. Not that I
I
know.
watched the video, and it was a
I know.
one night only thing. And
He was just
Katie
there.
Holmes, Joshua Jackson were there.
They were all there. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
It was cool. I didn't know. I didn't watch the show. I didn't know Busy Phillips was on the show.
Oh yeah, that's what I know her from.
I don't know her from that. I just know her from being famous. So I don't know. I didn't know that. But she was up there reading, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't know. But yeah, I watched it. It was emotional. Just him up there talking. It was on a big screen. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look super healthy. Obviously, he's not healthy. He's fighting cancer. I felt terrible for him.
Yeah.
But he was talking about in the video, he was like, yeah, I wasn't a film geek. He was like, I was a theater geek. And so people were like, oh, give me a movie quote. And he's like, I don't know that. But if you're like, and I didn't understand the reference because I don't know theater, but I thought it was a really good video. Like I probably watched 3 minutes of it. So just only a video appearance, huh?
Yeah.
When his wife and his kids came out, because I'm 99% sure that's who that was. I guess I still kind of expected him to come out as a super surprise.
I wonder if it's because his immune system's compromised, so he can't
His what? Excuse me?
compromised. I don't know. Whichever one you guys want to go with.
No, commit to it.
Compromised.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. But most of the time when they're going through that, they can't be out around anybody.
It's
Like they actually have to like be in a room.
everything about your work. Everything about that was right. You used it in the right way. Everything was right. I've just never heard it said like that.
Maybe that's really how it's
No,
said.
guys.
you know?
agree.
No, it's
I
not
agree.
said come promise.
Maybe it
I
is.
promise.
I don't know, guys.
No, but you said
She's
it.
highly intelligent.
Absolutely, and that's what I wanted to say. No,
Well
she
done,
was
Eddie. Well
because
done.
she used the
Why
right
do you
word.
always
in
have
the-
to take shots for no reason?
What do you mean?
She did use the right word in the right circumstance. She just said it different. And a lot of times, if you don't hear something, you only say it based on how you read it. And so maybe she hasn't heard the word like you're immunocompromised a bunch. And maybe it's also compromised. I don't know.
Could be.
It's
Origin.
not.
But yes, I do believe that's why he was not there.
Yeah. And that's a great point she made that he could have been immunocompromised.
Smart.
You guys suck for picking on her for that. I just wanted to hear her say it again.
Wait, we didn't do anything. She
You
said,
did.
No, hold on,
she
hold
said
on.
You
Come
just did
compromise.
the super intelligent thing back to her. You suck for that. You suck for it. You do. You do.
I'm not arguing, man. She's super intelligent.
She is super
He was
intelligent.
giving her props.
I was.
No, Eddie was giving her props.
Yeah, man. give
No,
her
he
props.
wasn't.
Give
He
her
wa-
props, dude.
Why did I get stuck between them two?
'Cause
Can
you
I
s-
can I
'cause-
sit on the stage?
No, you.
You are what we call moron compromised. Okay.
funny.
Let's go over. Morgan, do you want to do your story?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared to talk now.
Yeah.
Don't be. You're smart.
Highly
Eddie,
intelligent.
shut up. There was a Kansas City worker. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but he was working at the Young Boy concert. He's a security guard. And this kid, he like went up to this kid and was like, "Hey, you're in the wrong seat. We need you to move." And he literally started violently attacking him, punched him. He was like 66 years old.
The
And-
security guard was.
Yeah. And the kid just starts going to town on him, and like nobody really stops him. He keeps punching, and then finally he gets pulled off. And it was the most horrifying thing I've seen for somebody straight up just saying, "Hey, you're in the wrong seat. We need you to move."
Don't
Yeah.
like that.
That
It was a bad video.
yeah. I didn't watch the beat up. I did see it. But that person was gonna explode on somebody at some point. Just bad time for that old guy.
I know, and it was
It
just
sucked.
the amount of people that were standing there doing nothing
Yeah.
was also just super sad. You would have thought at least multiple of those people would have tried to jump in and do something about it, but nobody did.
Jumping in is tough. Like I've never been in that situation, but I don't know. Like if that's my first reaction to jump in and
I think if you see an old guy getting beat up, you're probably gonna jump in some form. You're
depends
gonna,
how big that
yeah,
guy is.
Maybe.
I
let
mean, it was
somebody.
a 14-year-old kid. 14, I think. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was 14.
Okay, I could take a 14-year-old.
Yeah, it's bad.
And people were standing there just filming right next
Now
to
the
it
filming,
happening.
that's just stupid.
Yeah, he like slams him, like immediately picks him up and slams him down.
Oh,
What were those?
gosh.
Remember the sports fan? Was it an Eagles fan or something that just went up and punched someone because they were wearing a jersey from the other team?
That's every game. That's every Eagles
Yeah,
game.
well-
Yeah. The answer is yes, and that's every home game.
That was a bad one though,
MetLife.
where like he just went up to him and just like
I'm sure.
blindsided him.
Eddie, you have a story?
Yes, and these stories are so interesting to me. It's the conjoined twins. So these two conjoined twins, one of them got married last year. So they did an interview on People Magazine, and they were talking about how how the other one deals with the marriage. And she said that the intimacy part, which is very minimal, like it's everything else they talk like friends, and she can join in the conversation or whatever. But she said it's mostly about putting headphones on, talking out loud, reading, not looking, that kind of thing.
Do they have one vagina?
Yes. So I was reading about that, and that's the crazy part is that they have two heads, obviously, but they have two. They share the same lungs. They share the same reproduction organs.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So if they have a baby, it's their baby, right?
Great point.
Like-
I just think if they're like having sex, that if you can have headphones on all day, but you're like,
Oh.
Like you feel
Yeah,
that.
this is
yeah, and not even
Amy,
like
that's why this is interesting.
not even the fit, like your body being shaken by what, but I'm talking about like
Sensations.
It's your vagina.
Right. And do you have to say, okay, I consent?
Oh, she also has to consent.
You have to. It's yours too.
oh,
man.
This is
Dude, this story is every time you see this.
I just think the dude's weird.
Oh, I automatically think the dude's absolutely weird, strange.
I'm glad he found love, and maybe he's not, but it's
No,
why can't they like? Are there enough conjoined twins for them to find like another
I don't know.
a male?
I don't think so.
I don't think they live usually as long a life, or they separate them when they're very
Yeah.
young if they can.
These are.
They're estimated in 1 in 50,000 to 200,000 live births.
Crazy.
But however, most of the time they're not. The ones that are born don't survive more than 24 hours.
This is not my life, so I hope they find happiness in whatever version of marriage that they have here, and that's great. You kind of wish that they both would fall in love with the guy.
Yeah.
Right, but then again, that's weird for the
Mm.
dude.
Same guy.
But yeah, but I'm not talking about the dude. I'm talking about for them. So one of them wouldn't have to put on headphones.
Yep.
yeah.
So when they're getting it, jammed to them, they both like it.
And then, like, what if the other one finds a man, and then she gets married?
And he gets jealous because another dude's like
right.
hitting it.
You're gonna have to share your woman
Got to share the vagina
with
with
some
another
other dude.
Oh my.
Like, it's very complicated.
So the only way this really kind of works, I guess. I mean, it can work but in my mind, is if you meet another conjoined
That's what I
man.
said.
Or
Yes,
the,
I know you
or
said-
the
I know.
one man can fall in love with both of them, and the both of them fall in love with the one man.
Mhm.
Like it's a throuple.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah,
That also works.
I know, but I like it better as a quadruple. Quad.
It's probably hard to get all four of them in the same mood. In the right mood. Like, what are the
You
odds?
just have to schedule that,
Well,
I
you-
guess.
I don't know.
Like all four.
I'm
gotta be
telling you,
right.
this
I don't
is
know.
crazy, man.
I don't know.
Yeah. A study found that debt stress peaks at around $100,000. Once you owe more than that, you start feeling less stressed about it.
Oh, because you're
there's
just
no
like,
hope.
whatever.
There's no, yep. Why be stressed about something you
Oh.
can't control, you can't fix? Debt stress peaks at about $75,000 to $99,000. Then once it gets bigger, people aren't near as stressed about it because they know they ain't gonna fix it. So, what did you guys get to?
40.
Were you guys stressed at 40?
Yeah. Very stressed at 40. Mostly me. I think my wife kind of lived with debt. Like, she just kind of was part of like her upbringing. That's what we do. We like have debt always. And that's not how I grew up. So I was very stressed out that it was a priority to like get out of debt. And we did it, man. Thank God.
The article's from Study Finds. I remember going to my father-in-law whenever Caitlin and I were going to get married. I had just talked to him, but I was like, hey, just so you know, I don't have any debt. Like, I felt like that would be the thing that a father-in-law would want to, or a future father-in-law would want
Yeah.
to know about.
That's
the
like the
husband-
flex.
Yes. Well,
Not
not even a flex.
but
Comfort.
like you should have comfort that I'm not going to get us into trouble. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I have no debt. That was what I led with.
Yeah. I feel
Not I love her so much.
right.
I'm gonna
Just so
be
you
there
know,
for her. I was
man.
like, hey, just so you know, I have no debt, so we're not gonna go down that path. Or at least I didn't think we would. But yeah, no, I don't have any debt. I have no
See,
debt.
mine was opposite. But my father-in-law still says like he's glad that I did that.
When you went and begged for him to pay her debt off.
I asked him like she's like got debt. So before we get married, would you mind paying off that debt so we can start our marriage debt free? And then there we are, like 2 years later, getting back into debt. So
How do you guys do now? Do you use credit cards
We do, but we pay it all off
every
at
month?
the end of the month.
Have you let it slip a little bit ever?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to kind of you have to regather yourselves.
We've had a couple of purchases that we've had to spend more than we wanted to, and then we skip like 1 month and then pay it off the next. It's tough, but we do it.
But you've been good at committing to, okay, 1 month we can let that slide, but we got to get it
Yes.
because you've already been in a bad spot and you don't want to get back there.
No, it's so easy to get back in that bad spot.
Yeah, credit cards, man.
It's just not real. Like, it's like, when we were in Vegas, like, I knew when I was running out of money. Every time I'd lose, like $100, I'm like, gosh, I got one more left. The credit cards, you never get that feeling. It's like, I don't know how much I've spent. I have a
Yeah.
feeling, I have an idea of what I've spent, but I don't know the number.
Yeah, so why not keep going?
Right. When that cash
It also
is
may be less than I think,
true.
and it's never. But that's a conversation you have with yourself. Maybe I haven't spent as much as I thought, and for sure I'll pay it back. I'll pay it back. What did you guys have to do? What was the biggest sacrifice when you guys were paying off your debt?
Probably eating out. Like, I think the biggest sacrifice was the culture of like, oh, we've had a long day, let's just go eat out, or let's just order food. We had to stay so disciplined with like, nope, we spent $200 in groceries this month. We're going to eat every single grocery. There's no wasting groceries. We're going to eat everything. So like, I would look in the refrigerator and be like, all right, we have celery, we have ground beef, we have taco shells. We're doing tacos with celery.
Celery
on top.
tacos tonight. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, that's how it went.
We're all on autopilot from the story at Study Finds. If you feel like you're going through the motions every day, it's because you are. A new global study found that 90% of our daily actions happen automatically without us really thinking about them. From brushing your teeth to making your coffee to your daily commute, most of what we do is driven by habit rather than conscious thought. Another 65% of our daily activity is triggered by environmental cues, like grabbing your phone when it buzzes. One exception is exercise. People tend to start workouts at a habit, but once they're moving, they tend to stay mentally engaged to keep going. Yeah, sometimes you'll just drive places and be like, I don't remember any of that drive.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy
Yeah.
because you can make one false move and kill everybody, but you don't. It's also weird when you go on a road trip and you've done nothing but drive for like 7 hours, but you're exhausted. Well, it's because your brain's always got to stay engaged, even though you're not engaged on a super conscious level. Because you can drive forever and be conscious of it in the road, like the interstate, but you're not having to pay a bunch of attention to it, just enough. However, you are paying a lot of attention to it, just not super consciously. And that's part of the reason you're so exhausted mentally after a long road trip.
Makes sense.
Because you will finish a road trip and be like, why am I so tired? I literally did nothing
Yeah,
except
sat there.
sit there and move my fingers on the steering wheel and drive. So there's that. All right. I think that's pretty much it for today. Amy, you have anything else?
Well, I guess I have a question about that one. I know you just threw the paper down, but I guess should we be striving to not be on autopilot as much?
I don't think so. I think if you strive to not be on autopilot with some things, other things will then go into autopilot. I think our brains only have a
Oh.
certain amount of capacity for super conscious things.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if we need. It helps us be more present.
I would also say I don't think you can stay extremely present in things you do a lot. It's a natural thing. That I don't think we have the capacity to stay super present all the time because we would be exhausted. I think us going into a secondary state is probably allowing us to have energy for other things that we
Okay.
have to be super present for.
Can you imagine thinking about like everything you're doing? Brush your
No.
teeth.
You're right.
No.
Now brush the back of your
But
mouth.
sometimes my brain, I do do that. I'm opening the drawer right now. I'm opening the drawer. I'm getting my toothbrush. I'm getting my toothpaste. Look at me. I'm putting the toothpaste on my toothbrush. I have that inner
You
dialogue.
do?
Wow.
Yeah.
One slips in, kill 3 people.
No.
What?
Must
no,
do.
but and then I'll be like, why am I thinking all of these thoughts right now? Like, why am I'm walking to my closet. I'm
But
going to
then
put
you
my
stop.
slippers on. But then I'm like, well, because I'm not always thinking those. I mean, I always have a dialogue going, but it's not always a step by step.
Yeah.
So then I have the awareness and I ask myself, and then I'm like, what does this mean? I don't know. I'm tired.
Well, it's like breathing, right? If you ever start thinking about your breathing,
Yeah.
you actually can do it for a bit, but you can't do it for a long time
Mm-hmm.
because you got to think about other things.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So because you can think, breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah, you can think how you're breathing.
But
Your
if it-
breathing's involuntary, but I guess the style,
Sure. Yeah, I'm saying if you're breathing for a reason, you can think about it.
which is good.
Yes, but you don't think about it for long because your brain has to be used in different areas.
Yeah, you have to do other things.
True.
If you're thinking about every breath, you're not thinking about doing this segment. You're not thinking about. Imagine even thinking about breathing while you're driving.
Mhm.
Something else you should be
Oh,
doing.
that'd be tough.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think you subconsciously could do multiple things.
But then to that point, like what you're saying, if you have something hard going on, like you're not in the middle of work, but let's say you have some anxiety, it's pausing to take time to go breathe, then you take your mind off of that other thing and bring yourself back.
Yeah. I just got a text from Clint Black because we're doing a Bobbycast today.
Oh.
And he said, let me respond to this. I'll tell you what I'm saying. He said, I like Clint a lot. He said, looking forward to talking today. I said, I'm pretty lukewarm about it.
That's what you responded?
Yeah.
You'll like that.
He's the funniest guy.
He is so funny.
He's like, it's uncomfortable because you have to be ready.
And he's quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got the bubbles. You know he's going to come back with something that's funny. Unless he goes, that hurts. Something like that.
he cancels.
Yeah. He said, looking forward to talking today. I said, I'm pretty lukewarm about it. I got 3 bubbles up right now. Let's see what he says in the podcast.
You have him down as Clint Black? Like last name Black, first name Clint?
Yeah, he probably, or we probably texted at some point, and then you get the add this person's name.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I haven't talked in 3 whole days, saving it for you.
See, that's funny.
See you later on.
I'm going to come back with another one.
No, I can't. I can't. All right. I can, but I got stuff to do. All right. Thank you guys. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We will see you tomorrow.